Hi. I'm trying to. Is this better?
Yeah, I can't see at all.
I'm trying to get the backlight to stop because it's a great place to sit. It's a really very comfortable seat, but just, gosh, the lighting is a problem. My goodness. How are you?
I'm okay.
We're getting a new copier tomorrow.
That's what I saw.
This is very exciting. You and I don't need to be there, though. That's so great, which we won't be anyway, and Chris will. So I let him know. So I still have too much backlighting. Golly.
Whoops, what did I do?
What about? Nope, that's terrible. This is hard. We're like trying to do a television show out of nowhere. All right. I'm going to put my usual information in the chat box now.
Oh.
Hi, Jane.
Hello there. How are you doing?
Okay, how are you doing?
Getting by. You know, I get out of the house a lot, so I'm in stores and everything now. So I'm out seeing people all the time.
Yeah.
And it seems like masks are very, very, if you choose, the more southern you go. Like in Paris today, I felt like I was like one of the few that had a mask on in that Walmart. Charleston, Mattoon, they're just kind of. I've even noticed employees in some stores don't wear them. I'm like, okay.
We're starting to get a little relaxed.
Relax. Yeah.
Hi, Jane. I'm typing really fast, so I had myself muted because I find that sound kind of overwhelming. Good to see you.
You too.
I have fancy earrings on for our fancy
You sure
meeting.
do.
Wow.
And a fancy bracelet as well.
Oh, look at you getting all jazzed up for the meeting.
All glamour today.
Not me. Okay. Threw my hair up in a clip and it's like, okay, I'm good to go.
Good evening.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi, Joe.
Hey.
So, Joe, you'd be excited to know my middle child, my 18-year-old, who just finished her freshman year of college, has decided to save some money, and she'll be joining everyone at Parkland in the fall, and she already started a summer class here at home. So,
that's
yeah,
good.
I just told her $20,000 for school, and you might be doing it online. I think you need to really evaluate that.
I agree. I agree. So what does she want to study?
She originally was studying biology at Illinois College, So I think what she's going to do is finish up some stuff at Parkland and probably go pathways at the U of I and do kinesiology type idea. So
Sounds good.
she wants to be a physical therapist, and so that's why I'm like, honey, don't spend all your money your first few years of college. You're going to need that for grad school.
Yes,
So
she will. I mean, that's
get those credits where you can.
So as long as she's taking some of the anatomy and physiology and some of the kines classes, that will be very helpful. And I think it's a good path to.
I think this summer she's taking chemistry for like healthcare providers or whatever. Yeah, so that's what she's taking this summer. So
good. So that she's doing that all online.
Yes.
Yeah. Not a big fan of online chemistry.
Yeah, I kind of wondered about that. I know that she took pre-calculus or calculus online, well, half the year online once she got home, and her professor was an older gentleman. He was not one who really was into the technology, and he would do the problems and he'd always have his hand like over the problem so you couldn't really see, and so she'd get so frustrated. I'm like, those darn left-handed people. And she's like, I know, that makes it 10 times worse. And it does, because McKenna's very left-handed, and so she kind of does that, twisted wrist thing. And she's like, oh my gosh, he's driving me crazy. She did say as the final weeks went on, he was getting better about not doing that. So maybe someone had the courage to say, hey, prof, you realize when you lean into it, you're covering up the problem.
Yeah, many of us don't like teaching online. I don't like teaching online. I taught a couple of classes online and I just hated them. But I'm teaching this fall, one class, but it's probably, it's going to be a hybrid. So some of it will be online. Not looking forward to that part of it.
Well, we've done some of our work meetings like online, and my manager really, he's less than 900 days until he retires. So him talking about technology, he's like, someone help me. But, his big thing was he wanted interaction, and a lot of people didn't want to be interactive. And we were just using Skype. Rarely did anyone have their cameras on. And so he'd be like, someone. And then I'd kind of be like, I heard you, and I didn't want it to always be me saying, I'm still here.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Yeah. That's it. I pretty much for the last 3 months I've been in front of a computer. At work I'm in front of a computer, but being in front of a computer with a video and having the dialogue, I find it more exhausting than seeing a student. I can see double the amount of students in person than on video. So. Yeah, it's going to be a different ball game starting soon. Had one of my students transfer to Illinois College. He's on their esports team. I need to contact him and see how he's doing. His season was cut short. So I'm going to figure out how he's doing, because he's a computer science, computer engineering kind of guy.
She truly liked it there. It's a nice sized campus. Jacksonville was good to her. It just, I just kind of said, we can only help you so much, and we hate to see you put yourself into all this debt, know, and so then I was kind of surprised after she'd had her counseling appointment. She's like, well, I really don't need that much, and then I can transfer right into the UIUC and da-da-da. I'm like, didn't I tell you that? McKenna, you're a smart girl. You had a lot of great classes. So I knew you didn't have a lot to finish up at Parkland. She's like, yeah. So
yeah, and if she's done 1 year, she probably has two good semesters and she's done.
Yeah.
Hey, Lynn, Stephanie, everybody good?
Yeah. I was typing, it was very loud, so I had to mute myself. But I also promised you that I would drink an inappropriate amount of coffee at this inappropriate time.
Yeah, well,
To get
like
really
I said,
weird.
I have my water.
Whatever, Joe. Mr. Health.
Nah, no, I'm just drinking more water these days because
Good.
I'm trying to. I'm teaching my fitness classes at the Y outside, so
Oh, how is that going?
it's going well. Yesterday was warm, but it was. I enjoy teaching it. I mean, I asked if we could keep even after if and when the Y reopens, maybe next month or whatever, to still have some of the classes outdoors. I think it's
Sorry.
to me. I think it's kind of a nice change.
Right. And you all have like, is it like you've painted the parking lot so that
Yeah,
people have, that's very
yeah.
cool.
They
Do they-
have access where the bikes are going to be for the indoor cycling, and then for the yoga classes, we have a tent, and then pretty much make a horseshoe. And
Oh,
I'll be in the middle.
okay. That's cool. So after having figured all of that out, it would be a shame to pack it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to pack it up. I like the outdoors, and
Yeah.
it's good for everybody, really.
Is it very buggy out there, like with mosquitoes?
No, it's not. I mean, that's been the best part. I mean, it's not been. I think it's dried up quite a bit because we've had less rain in the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
So it's dried up quite a bit.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
I found a tick in the house.
Oh wow.
So it seems early for ticks and
Mhm.
lots and lots of mosquitoes outside. So I'm kind of scared to go outside now. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the mosquitoes in my woods are pretty bad. So I usually just try to figure out a space where I don't have to go in between the trees as much.
right. Right.
It's quite buggy.
Yep. Well, so it's good. At least at the Y, they're not there ruining everybody's good time that they
No.
waited a long time to get back to. So
Yeah.
that's great.
I mean, the first week everyone said, "Man, just take it easy." I was taking it easy on myself also. So,
Right.
Elaine, are you taking any classes at the Y right now, or are you just taking a break too? You're muted. Elaine, you're muted.
Yeah, no, I'm not because you have to have a mask on outside exercising, and I don't breathe all that well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean the mask is not the greatest for me. I feel like sometimes I'm being waterboarded because I mean, you've seen me in class. I sweat a lot, and so my
Yeah,
mask gets filled up with sweat, and I feel like I'm being waterboarded because it just.
yeah. So you're teaching
Yeah.
outside
I'm teaching outside. The yoga classes I'm bad because I don't sweat much with yoga.
as much. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Well, we've got our son home too, and so
Okay.
scheduling is
Yes, I bet.
another issue. Yeah.
Well, I saw Elaine today. I think she was up to something illegal. She had a mask over her face. I couldn't identify her in a lineup
That's
if
right.
my life depended on it.
Yeah, we were both out loose in the community.
Let them out. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. How's it going, Tom?
Pretty good.
Good, good.
Joe, I'm here now. Susan.
Hey, Susan, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good, good. Long time. It feels like forever.
I know. Having missed the last meeting, it has been.
Did you go somewhere or just?
No, I think my husband was in the hospital and I was really
Oh,
preoccupied. He's fine. He's home. He's fine. It was just problems with foot operations. Don't get your feet operated on.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, he actually had 7 hospitalizations since August.
Oh, wow.
So
Just
yeah,
on the foot? It's on his
all
foot?
related to a bunionectomy that turned into a much bigger deal.
Oh, man.
Oh.
So like infection in the bone. So,
Oh,
but you know, he's fine now.
good, good.
I'm not, but he is.
You've been probably going to the wrong kind of doctor, though.
Just keep your toes. That's all I
Oh,
can
yes.
say.
Let's keep you on the move. That's okay. So you said you're feeling fine. You're not coming down with anything, are you?
Oh, me? No,
Yeah.
no, I'm healthy.
Good.
I'm sure that I'm COVID free, and I wear
Good.
my mask whenever I go anywhere. So,
Yeah.
and I don't go anywhere.
When you do, you wear it.
Yep.
Well, we went out and got tested out at the mall the other day.
Oh, okay.
It was very, very efficient, very easy.
And you're COVID free
And I'm COVID free for now.
for now.
Right. Could change in a day.
And how long did it take to get your results?
They told us 4 to 5 days, but I heard the very next day.
Oh, well,
Wow.
that's good.
Very next day. I couldn't understand what she was saying. Or like, I don't hear that well to start with, and then it was kind of mumbled or jumbled, so I had to call back, and yeah, it was very good when I called back, and they have all the records, and they say, oh yeah, how you spell your name? And I spell, oh yep, you're okay.
Okay, that's good.
But it's very easy. I'm encouraging you, if you haven't done it and you want and you're curious, it's very easy to do. It doesn't take any time.
Yeah, I'm not curious.
Yeah. When you fall over, then you'll say, I wonder what that was all
I
about.
wonder what happened. Yeah, no, I mean,
Hi, Julian.
Hey, Julian, you there?
He's muted.
Yeah.
I was muted.
Yeah.
Voice was muted.
How's it going?
You know, like everybody else, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. So did you get tested like Tom did?
No, I figure, why find out the bad news?
So come on, man.
If I ignore it,
Hey, listen, I had an aunt like that, and then she thought if she didn't find out she had cancer, she would be okay.
I noticed right away you said had.
That's right. Well, I like our president who says, the only reason the numbers are going up is because we're testing people.
I know.
Cut that out.
So the only reason we get any kind of theft at all is because the people keep getting arrested.
We're probably supposed to be careful about what we say about our government while we're on this.
We're being tape recorded.
Do you think they're tracking us more here than they are in our regular telephone that we put up to our ear?
Well, we're right here. There's
Well,
untold numbers of people listening.
Stephanie, is it a public recording?
It is recording right now, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Thanks for reminding us.
Lynn pressed the button. I didn't do it.
And it is, the whole thing gets put on the county's website pretty quickly. I'm sending these, once they're finished saving, I'm sending them over to the county and they're posting them really fast. And at the very beginning of each one is about 10 minutes of me going like this. Very entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think anybody watches it or listens to it? Do you have any idea? I mean, does anyone ever say to you, well, I saw this or I heard that? Or
I think they should. Maybe we should start advertising. Available
Oh, yeah,
now.
that's a great idea.
Can you edit them? That's
I don't know. Like legally, I can't edit them after 5:45. Because that's the moment that.
Oh, that's right now.
Public. Yeah, so you could.
Oh, yes.
But I have never tried to edit because I don't want to screw stuff up. So anyway.
Well, that's a good idea.
So Do we have a quorum yet for board members? 1, 2, 3. Hey, Chandra. And
Chandra's muted too.
How are you?
doing well, doing well. Just trying to see if we have a quorum for board members.
Looks like it.
Well, we can get started. So, because it looks like we have a bunch of things to do today. So let's call to order. Stephanie, roll call.
Susan Fowler,
Here.
Tom Moore,
Here.
Elaine Palencia,
Here.
Kyle Patterson, Julian Rappaport,
Here.
Jane Sprandel,
Here.
Kathleen Worth Couch, John Paul Joachim, Joe Omoasagie.
Here. Okay.
Sylvia,
So we're ready to go, and so pretty much, is there any citizen or public input right now? Anybody out of the people who are out there? Let's see what's in the chat.
It doesn't look like any hands have been raised yet.
Okay. Since no hands have been raised, let's move to approve the agenda.
I move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Second.
Okay.
Hey, Chandra, tell me, how do I raise my hand? Because I did one time.
Yeah, so if you go to the participants, under it where it says mute me, raise hand, or invite, that's where it is.
Oh, you just click on, I see it now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
'Cause
we'll
I had
move
it
to,
one time and then I've never been able to have it since. So, okay, thank you.
okay.
No problem.
So we have the agenda approved. Do we need a vote or just move on?
Maybe a voice vote?
Voice
Okay.
vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Just comments. I mean, since we met the last time, I mean, there have been several things that have happened. Not in our community in particular. We've had several Black Lives Matter demonstrations and people speaking their mind. I went to one in Muhammad, I think a week ago or a week and a half ago. It was interesting. And I mean, then the subject of racism being a mental health issue and a traumatic issue for a lot of people is something that I think we as a board should eventually take a look at and have some more in-depth conversations about it. Because I think it is something within the larger community, and it's something that it's not going away. We need to face it. We need to have this conversation. We need to have some more honest conversations. I know Chandra has been doing some work with many of the organizations in town, and hopefully we'll look to Chandra for some leadership as we proceed in this path. But that's just my comment. I mean, you can ask questions or add to it if you want to. Okay.
Susan has her hand raised, Joe.
Okay. Go ahead, Susan. Go ahead, Susan.
Sorry, I had to unmute. I just think, you know, it's really important that we stay in touch with the community coalition, that is so critical. And I know that many members of the board go to the meetings, and I want to applaud everyone who does. And it's an issue in our city and county as well as in other places, racism and violence. And so I agree. Just wanted to.
Thank you. I like that new board member that we have. What's your dog's name? Okay, thank you. So, Lynn, do you have any comments to add, or what are your comments, Executive Director?
So you all know that I'm really good at improv.
Go ahead.
So what I was gonna say is that this board packet is intentionally jam-packed with information, and I've been thinking about this since January, that there are lots of things you don't get regular updates on that I would like to, as soon as there was a break from the issues of funding agencies, that I would like to bring you up to speed on all this stuff. And this was really kind of a lot to ask of the team after we just finished, the whole allocation process and then contracts, and that all of the contracts have gone out now. There's only one that remains in negotiation, but that takes a lot of energy from the team. But I piled on top of it this gigantic board packet with all this information, and a lot of the credit goes to Stephanie for pulling this off on our behalf. I'm really appreciative of that, and also her work on the closed session, which she'll have at the end of this meeting. But just to sort of tag onto what you've said, Joe, I was on a planning meeting this afternoon for our National Association of County Behavioral Health and DD Directors. We usually have a meeting in the summer, and we're going to have it virtually. And so we're planning all the usual stuff, and COVID is now the usual stuff. So COVID is a dominant theme, but today one of the other officers said, we really need to talk about racism too. And so it was wonderful because people are starting to post a lot of articles around the relationship between public health and race. And so there is a lady who I saw at National Association a couple of years ago who I asked them if they might include her. So I would like to share with you all access to those meetings, since it's going to be virtual. Some of it might be interesting to you this year, and those are coming up in the third week of July. So just in case you have time and you're interested in any of those speakers, it might tie well to what you're talking about today. So anyway, that's all I've got.
Thank you.
When Tom has his hand raised.
Go ahead, Tom.
I think it's related to both what both you guys are saying. As I read those reports or updates, I couldn't help but read them in the context of coronavirus and racism, and was it's impressed to some degree of how much stuff we are already doing that are, unknowingly, that are related to both, addressing both of those issues. I was also impressed with the number of people who said in those reports that their calls for assistance has increased. And I was also impressed with the kinds of things that we're doing that, right now I think they're probably justice issues, but nonetheless, and community issues that I think are, have the ability to address racism as a mental health issue. So the timing for me to read those things brought both of that to the surface of the stuff that I read. And I resonate with Joe. I think I even sent Chandra an article that was in the Guardian recently about mental racism as a health issue. And so I think the field called psychology has evolved to a place now that we are in the position to try to address some of those things.
Yes, thank you, Tom. Thank you.
I apologize. I zoned out when I was being reminded about where you hit raise your hand. Can you tell me where that is?
Yes, so if you go under the participants and then under the names where it says invite, click on participant.
Oh, I see.
And it should
I got it.
Invite, mute,
I got
and
it.
raise.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
So is your hand up?
I have
down,
nothing else to say now, but thank you.
Okay.
I won't just interrupt anymore.
Okay. Thank you, Julian.
So I just want to apologize in advance because as the host of the meeting, I don't have the raised hand function, so I do end up doing this, but I wonder if with such a small group, if that's just as effective.
Yes.
We can kind of see each other today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I'm looking and paying attention, so.
Okay,
yeah.
That'll be great. Thank you. So
Yeah.
let's go to new business. Let's move it on. the impact of COVID. It's one of the things, I mean, everything is impacted by COVID. And so, but as a community, we're still doing quite a bit. I mean, as Tom mentioned, it's impressive what the different organizations are still doing in relation to the impact of COVID. Are there any, go ahead.
No, just I also, once again, I really appreciate that first of all, that Kim and Mark got all this information for us so quickly, but also that the agencies are so willing to oblige with these, really good summaries of the adjustments they're having to make. And what often strikes me is that we're not all living in the same world right now. There are some fortunate in this community to have not been touched by COVID at all. And so, so as we discover that, like, there seem to be some services that really can't be done virtually. They really do require a person and an in-person, presence to be done well, that, we have to, kind of stretch our imagination. Like, it is still out there. You don't know the people who have been affected by it. It is out there, and we have to keep being, making sure that the agencies have all the equipment that they need to safely provide services, and that the people they're serving have what they need. Like, just getting face masks is not always easy for people. So anyway, I am really grateful that they continue to give us this good information, and I expect we'll be asking for it again.
Elaine has her hand up, Tom,
Go ahead,
and then
Elaine.
Tom had his hand up.
Elaine and Tom.
Yeah, I enjoyed very much the summaries of what the different agencies are doing. I think there were 4 that didn't send one in, but do we know that they didn't quit functioning, did they? I mean, they're all. I would just nobody's a casualty then.
I hope
no agency. Okay, good. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay, Tom.
Oh, okay. He just didn't lower his hand.
Oh,
so
okay.
I just was making sure I recognized him.
Okay.
Okay.
So, are we, are there any other specific things that you want to add to what's going on? I like with Dream House, I'm impressed by what they're still trying to do. But, so if there's nothing else, do we take a vote on this? Oh no, or just information? Okay. So, next, anti-stigma, the EBIT 2021. So it's a decision memorandum. So we're going to be voted on this because there's a little bit more to it than just the fact that that they didn't show the movie.
So this is originally I had prepared to simply ask you for approval to be involved next year. And so what we paid this year pays for next year. But part of so all of the work behind it was done by the time the festival canceled. So they've spent all the money putting everything together except the event itself. And they found this film for us that was really like, I don't know if y'all have had a chance to look at the trailer, or if you might after this. The film was a really nice match for our community, and it is some people, in Cook County who, like, we could actually very easily get them to come here and work with us here. So we hoped that would be the featured film next year, but the festival is not sure that they can do that due to licensing. But they can feature that film this year in an online event. And so it becomes a different request. Do you want to consider prepaid for next year, and then we figure out the next movie next year, plus do something this summer to support this film and to have it be like about our community?
Yeah. Just quick question out there. How many of you have seen the trailer? I saw the trailer and I thought especially with what the conversation we just had, it would be an excellent way to start to be a part of the larger conversation about mental health and racism.
Joe, Kyle has his hand raised.
Go ahead, Kyle.
I've not seen the film, but I had a different question. Joe, you sound like you're in the middle of something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask. Guess this probably be a question for Lynn, because I don't really know much about show business. Well, why can we have a license to show it at the festival this year, but that wouldn't be possible for next year? How does that work?
I don't know. And I think that what I got from the coordinator was that it has to do with licensing, and they wanted to release the film this year. They wanted to release it at the festival. So they'd like to still release it this year and still have that event include us, instead of waiting till next year to release it. And there may be some contracts that they've already signed that are related to that, but he didn't really, I mean, we could actually say we can't decide until we have more information, but I don't know the answer. So.
And I was just curious. I trust it.
Yeah, I think it's a new film. It's a new documentary, and I think that's part of it. But
Susan has her hand raised, Joe, and
okay,
then Julian.
Susan and Julian.
I think that it's a great idea if we have the $5,000, but my question is, how would we do it? Would it be virtual with the opportunity for people to zoom in on it somehow, or would it be later in the season when it's possible to have a gathering and a discussion or panel discussion afterwards, and bring, I don't know, 50 to 100 people together, whatever's allowed? So just some of the logistics I'm curious about.
Those are good questions. They were, what the coordinator was asking about would be a virtual screening festival event in July, and that, with our community involved with it, I don't know if we would be able to have a gathering, but I think he's talking about duplicating as much of what we usually get out of the festival around that. So, like, I presume he's also talking about the art show, and I don't, that's a lot of work for, like, there's a whole bunch of people who pull that together, and I don't think they're ready for July, but maybe the artists are. And then a panel discussion would also be part of that. I just don't know, like, is that a virtual discussion? I don't know a lot about how they would pull that together, but
yeah,
that's a month from now.
Yeah.
So maybe they figured it out.
Yeah, the logistics don't seem to be worked out yet. Right. And the art show also.
Julian had his hand raised.
Okay,
Joe.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just asking a variant of what you're talking about. I don't understand the logistics of it. So I'm having a hard time processing what I would suggest we do until I understand what we might be joining with and how it would work in our community. So if we get that information, I'd be happy to consider it, but I don't know how to consider it without that information.
This is not the premiere of the film, is it? You said they wanted to introduce, I am right in the middle of so many writers who are bringing out, including myself, bringing out books now, and we've got our work all dressed up with no place to go with it. So, because you can't have readings and film and everything now. So in terms of promoting the film and just for the sake of the film and the artists, the idea that they would have to wait until next year or make other, to bring this film out is, sad. And if we could help them do anything this year, if you believe the film is, that important to our mission, and they would be willing, I would be in favor of it just for that reason, just what artists are going through now with their work inaccessible, new work, virtually inaccessible because of COVID.
Yeah.
So.
Any other hands up?
Nope, there are no hands up in the chat box,
So-
and I don't see any hands up.
Because I think we don't know a lot of some of the logistics to go with it. I think if it's in conjunction with other communities showing this video, and us locally having an opportunity to have a local conversation also, that would be great. However, we don't know some of the details. It's not just going to be primarily Champaign-Urbana, but is it going to be other communities? Do you know?
It would be other
And,
communities. Yes.
and then Dr. Kim has his hand up.
I think just, the only concern I have is that, there's two parts of the equation that everyone's just talking about. It's basically making sure, this is a good film, and it sounds like it's a great film that we need to show the community and share with the community. But the thing is, it has to be, we have to effectively reach the community. If we just show it and no one goes to it or sees it, then it's such a waste of a great film. Then it would be sad. It would be worse for it to come out now and not be seen by people than it would be to come a year later and actually be effectively reaching the community. So I just want to make sure, like everyone else is saying, that there is plan in place that this effectively reaches the community, so that it's not we're not wasting this opportunity.
Good point. So who's next?
There is no one else with hands up.
So, because it involves money, there has to be kind of an individual vote. So we don't even have, have we even come to any kind of conclusions, or are we still discussing?
So I'm actually going to try to get more information right now. It would be great to have.
And Kyle has his hand raised, Joe, too.
Okay, go ahead, Kyle.
When is the, I guess, the deadline for us to make this decision?
Well, that's why I'm checking right now, because I think your next meeting is July 15th. And if they're talking about doing this in July, there's a 2-week chance that we could approve a payment for it before it happens. They may do it with or without us. So I could, say we could vote on the one question and then hold this question for more information. I'm just texting him right now to ask if there is more information. I think that some of the preparations for the festival were included people to participate on a panel discussion of this particular film, and Chandra was pretty far along in that process. I believe all those people are still here in this community and still doing the same work. This had a tie-in to growing up in a neighborhood which is deeply affected by gun violence and also by racism. And this is a story about some young people who were resilient in a really surprising way. And then sort of reconnected as adults they had a reunion to do this thing again. And it's a really interesting film. And there are people from Cook County who would work with people in Champaign County to do it. So they had gotten that far. And so I assumed that all of that could happen, that we would, have the mayor of Champaign and the coalition involved in this. But because I don't have definite answers for you, if you prefer to wait and hold the question till July, we can do that. And, hope that works for them.
Julian has his hand raised, Joe.
Okay, go ahead.
So it would be helpful if we could get information of this sort. Who's going to be responsible for the publicity? How will the word of it get around, and where will it get around? Having Ebert Fest has its own automatic ways in which it gets around this community. It gets a lot of talk, lots of people hear about it. Without that, so it's unclear to me. I want to make sure that we're actually going to target it publicity-wise, so that as many people who might be interested in our community would have an opportunity to see it. So that's the kind of question I would like answered.
Well, they are 100% responsible for that. We do some promotion too, but really our promotion is like, straps onto theirs. Like they have the big engine for promoting.
Well, I'd just like to hear what they're going to do
Okay.
in that regard.
Okay.
Okay, and John Joachim has his hand up.
Go ahead, John.
And that was one of the question I was just thinking of, was how much time do we normally give to publicize this event, just to give us a time frame of how much time we have now compared to normal years. But even if this is less, one thing I would say is, with the movement as strong as it is right now, even if there's a shorter time for publicizing this event, I think we will still have a high turnout if it is publicized correctly and reaches the community. So I just want people to keep that in mind. So, that we don't let ourselves feel down about having less time if that's the case. I still think a lot of people are paying attention now, so I think probably more people will go than usual. Hopefully, is my hope.
Yeah, and I think also we've got to think about Chandra, because it's going to go into overdrive if we have technically 30 days to come up with an answer.
Kyle had his hand up.
Go ahead, Kyle. You're muted.
I mean, I definitely have questions about what the virtual alternative event for Ebert Fest is. I mean, I tried looking online right now, and it doesn't look like anything's public. Is that accurate?
I think they're waiting for our approval.
Well, for the so is this going to be like a virtual event that is just a streaming of this film, or is it like, are they doing trying to do the whole festival?
It would be focused on this film.
Just this film.
Right.
And it would be sponsored by Ebert Fest. Okay. I mean, it's sort of, it feels difficult because there's such a short time frame, and we don't really know what it's going to be, and they've never done this before, and none of us have ever been through this before. And I think that's just kind of the reality of what we're living in right now. And I mean, the way I'm looking at it is that we are saving 2/3 of our budget, and it is something that even if there's short notice, it's going to be easy access, because you don't have to travel to Champaign, Urbana, or clear your schedule out too much or get a babysitter. And I think that particularly with it being under the umbrella of Ebert Fest, I mean that's a hallmark of our community, and I think that of the many difficult things that we had to let go of this year, Ebert Fest certainly ranks high. So I'd imagine that this is something that people would want to seek out and support a community event. So I'm fine with spending 1/3 of what the budget is and spending the $5,000 on that, but that's my position.
John Joachim had his hand up.
Go ahead, John.
Sorry, I just forgot to lower my hand. Sorry, I'm lowering.
Okay. Are you still in scrubs, man?
Oh yeah, I just came from work. That's why I was a little late. So.
It's okay. So I agree with Kyle. Do we have to make a separate motion for that, or is it?
No, we've got a motion that
We've got a motion.
Yeah, we have a motion, and Susan had her hand raised.
Go ahead, Susan.
I was just going to move on the motion that we could make, which is the motion to approve sponsorship of an anti-stigma film in Roger Ebert's Film Festival 2021 with the 2020 payment applied, so that no payment will be due in 2021. That's the first motion, which basically says we'll put our money for this year into next year and not have to pay again.
Okay.
We're supporting Ebert Fest, should it be able to be actual.
Yeah.
Second.
Hopefully it's not a COVID-21.
Yeah. So I think there's, is there a need for discussion on that? And then there's a need for a second, and then if anyone wants to discuss, but that's a decision I think we could make right now without more information.
Second.
Okay, Kyle, second.
Okay.
Tom has his hand raised.
Okay, go ahead, Tom.
Just responding to Susan's question about the motion. Would we have to include in that motion, given that the Eberfest does not happen this year? We need to say that? You think that's understood?
I
already
think
been
so.
Yeah.
Elaine, did you say something?
Well, it's already been canceled, so
Yeah.
it's not part of
Okay.
the discussion. Yeah, I
Okay.
would say.
And I think they're not planning to do an in-person event during 2020, but they've been experimenting with virtual events already.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Okay. So we are ready to vote on this motion.
Mhm.
You can do a voice vote because the money's already been spent,
Oh, the money's already been spent. Oh, okay.
or it's been approved.
Oh, yeah. Not been spent, but approved. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Moved. So now we are going to talk about the one that we could possibly be spending in the next 30 days. So, I mean, part of what we need to know is, I mean, if there is a date that has been chosen first and foremost, and then what kind of publicity there has been towards that. Is that, I think we ought to, I think having the money for the possibility of this documentary being seen I think is a good idea.
Maybe, oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Julian.
Maybe I think what I could convince myself is that if we agree that we could spend the money to show it this year, that I would be willing to leave it up to Lynn to decide whether or not she gets an answer that she feels satisfied with about the likelihood that it'll get around and satisfy our public, our need for a public event. If she thinks it's going to work, go ahead and do it. But use your own judgment, because we're not going to all be able to be in on it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I also think we might get a different audience, because every year at Ebertfest, there are people who say they hate to go there, they hate to stand in the lines, it's expensive, whatever. So this might actually turn out to be accessible to some groups who wouldn't see it otherwise.
That's true. That's true. And
Tom
I'm
has
sure.
his hand raised.
Go ahead, Tom.
I think I'm comfortable with the idea of leaving this final decision up to Lynn, and she'll figure out what's the best way for us to deal with this.
Okay.
So I don't have to spend it.
Okay. You don't have to spend it. You just have to figure out what and when and some of the logistics behind it.
Yeah, does it make sense?
Jane has her hand raised. Joe.
Go ahead, Jen.
So I know that we're a little concerned about the publicity part of it, but I think that in the recent weeks, we have seen how social media and different key leaders in our communities are able. Sorry, I muted myself there. So, we see these community leaders are able to get the word out. Social media has gotten the word out. So I think if this is something that's going to hit some times that we're dealing with today, I think that we'll have a good turnout with probably free publicity.
Yeah, that's a high, definitely a high
Susan
possibility.
has her hand raised.
Go ahead, Susan.
Yes, I move the motion.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. So do we, since there was some money involved, we have to do individual? Stephanie? You'll do a roll call vote?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Susan Fowler?
Yes.
Susan Fowler?
Does that count as a vote?
The dog's back in the background, so it must be a yes. She raised her hand.
Okay. Tom Moore?
Yes.
Elaine Palencia?
Yes.
Kyle Patterson?
Yes.
Julian Rappaport?
Okay.
Jane Sprandel?
Yes.
John Paul Joachim?
Yes.
Joe Omosagie?
Yes. Okay.
So whichever way it goes, I'll give you some kind of written update next month.
Okay. Sounds
Fine.
good.
That's fine.
Okay, now to the Disability Expo update.
I'd say, speaking
Go
of
ahead.
virtual events,
Yes.
so now the tables are turned and we are the host. And we've received a lot of money from sponsors and exhibitors, and we can't do an in-person event so far this year. And we aren't even sure if we can do an in-person event in October. If the state would allow us to, we're still not sure that's the right thing to do, to bring 2,000 people together in the Vineyard Church for 5 hours to meet each other and shake hands. Like, we might say, you know, we learned a lot from public health this year.
Mhm.
So Chandra has done a lot of research on specific virtual expo tools, and Chandra and Kim Bowdry are both on this call. They've been very involved with the steering committee, as has Jane Sprandel, to really like look into whether the expo can be done virtually. And I appreciate all of the time they've put into it. It's been a lot of extra time. So this is just a really brief update of all those discussions. Anyway.
Okay. It's out there.
Has his hand raised.
Go ahead.
This is just a comment on what Lynn says of what we've learned. And certainly what we've learned in the last couple of days is that Texas, Florida, and Arizona made a big mistake by letting people gather in those kinds of settings. And I think I want to confer with Lynn that we probably don't want to contribute to that possibility, even though we can't be sure we'll have, but let's not push the envelope that far.
Okay, yeah. Anyone else?
John Joachim.
John?
And Julian.
I'll just say that a close contact counts as if you're within 6 feet for 15 minutes and you're exposed to someone with COVID, you're considered a close contact and you would be isolated at home for 14 days. So just leaving that out there so people can take that in.
Thank you, doctor.
How many minutes was that?
15 minutes. So if you're less than 15 minutes, I guess they say you're okay, but I don't know. So
Julian had his hand raised, and then Jane.
Yeah, the last paragraph in the briefing memorandum said that the steering committee will have met yesterday to see about moving forward with the virtual expo. So is there a report about what happened yesterday?
3 of the people in this meeting were there. I was not.
Hey. Chandra, were you there?
Yeah, I was there. And just to give you a summary, I think we're still trying to decide. We know that it's not going to be in person, but we're just trying to decide what it will actually be. Will it be Zoom? Will it be videos? Will we use the platform Hoover, or will we use another type of virtual platform? There's an Abilities Expo this weekend that several people will be attending, and they're going to see how they do it there, because we've gotten a lot of guidance from that particular expo in the northern part of the state. What we have been encouraging our group to do is to think about, because there are a lot of concerns regarding accessibility for the different people that need language access services. So we have an opportunity to actually be like a best practice, but also letting people know, because we have people with lived experience, different abilities that are member of our committee that can actually provide guidance. And so that is where I'm encouraging people to move and advocate for. And also Jane is a part of that as well, and she can speak from her perspective as well. She has her hand raised.
Yeah.
Okay.
I unfortunately was not able to be on the call yesterday. I was working, silly me. And it was unfortunate because I had called Lynn prior to the meeting to see if she was going to be there, and she had a call also. And one of my concerns is accessibility. I think everything from whether language barriers, visual, hearing, any of those barriers. And I am thankful we do have some folks on our committee who are able to really talk about what are their needs, you know, so to make it a great event for everyone. I do have concerns about it. I don't think it's responsible to have a in-person show in October. I am not a doctor, but I play one on TV. Just kidding. So I think I think having a live person event is not going to happen this year. And I'm not 100% sold on the virtual yet. I too have signed up to view some of this event this weekend, so I get a better feel of how it runs. So I will totally, you know, I know Chandra has had experience with these things, and so I really am entrusting our staff to say these are good things, and it's a hard decision. So.
Well, and that is why, thank you for saying that, Jane, because that was one of the reasons when I presented the information to the committee, was actually letting them know, like, if they don't have what we need, make them create it. Like, they should create the ability for different people of different abilities to be able to participate in a virtual event. So that's that was like my push for it, but I also understand just adjusting to the change, or just even the ideas, and different people that are uncomfortable with just the overall in-person versus not. My largest concern is the people who need the information, will they still be able to access the resources? And if that is, and we also have to realize that there may be some people we miss, and then also recognize that there are some people that we will gain. And so it's just a matter of us deciding as a committee, and I think that's where it is right now. What will be the best way to get the information in the hands of the people who we're serving?
I think one of the things that we've found with COVID is that there is a huge deficit in technology. And we're talking about a disability expo. That does everybody have access to the technology that's going to be necessary to have a virtual event? And that's something that I'm sure you guys are discussing that also, but it's definitely going to be a part of the larger conversation.
Lynn had her hand raised, Joe.
Okay, go ahead, Lynn.
Like literally raised. I think the steering committee is a great resource. They're asking all the right questions. You know, the need for ASL interpreters, they're as expensive as attorneys in some cases, but if we're going to have them everywhere, that's a very different expense than right now. We just have 4 for the event. They go where they're needed. Language access is an issue we have not really ever addressed sufficiently, and we know that that's important for people in this community. But something that we haven't talked about at all in the steering committee or as a staff or with you all is we can get it all together, like understand the technology and coordinate all the pieces of it and get relatively comfortable that people in the community have the tools they need to access a virtual expo. But there's this part of the good internet connectivity that we have right now is because of the emergency declaration, and it will go away when the emergency declaration does too. So there are some hotspots that are not they're not normal, and they might go away. And so areas which struggled with adequate bandwidth will struggle again unless a permanent solution comes in. So we might get all the way to October and figure all of this out and then find that we're still missing the same people that we miss in an in-person event because they can't get there. So that's, we could encounter surprises like that in this journey. Like we're all sort of driving blind here, to use a very ableist expression, sorry. But I mean, we really don't know the answers to some of these questions, and we can come to some really great solutions with that steering committee, but we still might encounter problems. And
Jane had her hand raised.
Okay, go ahead, Jane.
Actually, I'd forgotten to put it down. I apologize.
Okay.
Kyle has his hand raised.
Go ahead, Kyle.
What is Huva?
So Huva is a virtual conference planning app that they utilize at conferences to do networking, put your presentations on, and it's also lists the exhibitors. Information about the exhibitors and how you engage with them. So it's kind of, so that's what Huva is. It's a virtual platform to house all of your handouts, sessions, and do interaction and networking within your conference. They have expanded their services because of COVID and went to a more virtual conference event. And so what they do is they interface with the current platforms that are out there, such as Zoom, YouTube. They've used Skype and other platforms to ensure a seamless event. And so they have not worked with people. They offer closed captioning, but I don't think that they've gone deeper into truly accessibility. And that's why I was like, let's push them to listen to us. Susan had her hand raised.
Okay, go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, I was, oops, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just wanted to say that this has been a really interesting discussion, but we don't need to make a decision. It's really a report from the committee. And so we probably should move on, knowing that we've been able to provide some good feedback and have some questions answered, and we'll look forward to finding out where the committee is a month or 2 months from now. Just looking at the agenda and how many more items we still have.
Oh yes, moving right along.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's the reality of it. But I think with the Disability Expo, as we're thinking about it, definitely we ought to be looking at all the different angles and how to get access to everyone, not just the physical access, but also the other limitations that there may be. Thank you. So let's move to the next one. If there are no other comments, we can move on. Any comments? Stella?
So this is, we just put this in the board packet primarily because in your annual report, we could not report on the financials related to the SILA because the auditor's office hadn't prepared it in time for your annual report. So it was missing. And apologies for that, but as soon as we had it, we thought, all right, let's put a report on everything that's going on. So you're getting just a little bit of the history of the project, and then the financial report from last year, which is quite strange compared to every year because you you paid off the mortgage. And so it's just really different looking than it will ever be again. And then we asked for the provider agency to give us an update for the year so far, and the period that they covered includes the shelter in place moment where there was a lot of uncertainty when they first went into shelter in place. This agency has such a small presence in our community that for them to lose 1 or 2 staff because people have to go home and take care of their kids is devastating, but they made it. So I love their service report because they're still here, they're still serving people in both of the houses, and people are healthy. So anyway, that's the purpose of this update. Just a little behind for one and a little ahead of the other.
Thank you. It's good. I mean, I worked at a SILA home way back when too. So if there are no comments about the SILA, we go to the next item, which is the 211.
No one has their hand raised in the chat box, Joe.
Okay. I mean, we're working with United Way, and if nobody has a hand up, we'll move on. It's an information to letting us know what's going on within the community. Next item. Regional Health Planning Partnership.
So this is it seems very logical to me that all of the organizations who have a responsibility to have a 3-year plan related to health for the region would work together on that. And we used to borrow pretty heavily from the I-Plan, and Mark has been very involved with that, you know, on in fact, chairing one of the subcommittees for the last few years. So we joined this partnership. There's no additional cost to us. Our Kim Bowdry, our associate director for DD, is also involved with helping them to find data related to disability needs in the community. So all of these organizations have changed the timing of their 3-year plans so that now we're all timed together. So next year when we have to do a new needs assessment, it will be this one. So we thought this is a good example of local government units working together and some private companies too toward one goal. So hopefully the product will be good.
We'll see. We'll see. Any comments to it? Anyone? Okay, since there are no hands up, we'll move on to the next item. The UIUC evaluation project. I think I remember running Operation Snowball, and we had an evaluation from the U of I. It was from a College of ACES. It was different, but any comments about this?
I don't see any hands raised in the chat box, Joe.
We just want to move on? Okay, we will. And so the draft mental health, SILA?
These are, so that the U of I evaluation team, like we'll bring you more information about that in July. And we'll also bring you budgets again in July. And when we bring you in July, I'll ask for approval of initial draft budgets. The county budget deadline is right around the same time. So this is going to, what you're looking at here is really a preliminary budget. And we've already got some information that changes some of this. So in July, you'll have something that looks roughly like this with a few changes. We'll identify the changes, and then you'll probably see it again in September or at some point during the fall. But this is just to make sure that you all have authority over your budgets while the county board is also working on the budget process. Okay. And I attached the intergovernmental agreement and all the addenda with it so that y'all could see like the way that we work for both boards, and the budget process is one of those shared efforts.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for giving more information. So let's go with agency information. And anyone out there who wants to share something?
Nicole Cora has her hand up.
Okay,
hi,
go ahead.
This is Nicole. I just wanted to say when DSC's Family Development submitted their information, we at that time didn't have approval for initial evals, but now we do. So the early intervention team is now able to provide all their services through telehealth as they were before.
Good.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. Any other agencies or?
Nope, no one else has their hand raised.
Okay. Old business. So we have a Carl Foundation tax interest.
So this is part 2 of, you had a discussion and approval back in January. And
yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and like shortly after that, we, put the money, moved the money out of this fund and out of the GDB fund that was associated with that large payment. This is interest. So these are much smaller amounts than those first that you paid. So this is, like it was part of that discussion. So this is just to let you know that that's happened, and we'll be writing the checks related to that probably after the county board sees it next week.
Okay. Thank you. Any additional comments or commentary about this?
There are no hands raised.
Okay. So the next one will be the schedule of allocation process timeline. On pages 99 to 103. Lots of Zoom meetings.
I think that your July meetings will also be on Zoom.
Yeah. Seems like it.
Dr. John Joachim has his hand raised.
Go ahead, John.
Is there a reason there's no August one? Is that typical or?
Right. You normally, the mental health board has traditionally not met in August. The chair can call a special meeting anytime. So if
vacation.
Okay.
We're doing the European way. Everybody gets a vacation in August.
Sounds good.
Okay.
It's very European, like France, everybody goes.
Yeah, we take the whole month off. Yeah. So, beyond that, are there any other questions or comments about this?
No hands are raised.
Okay. Do we have to move to approve it? Or it's already done?
it's always a draft. It's always subject to change. It's just, we have an obligation to make the information public as far in advance as we can. So in every board packet.
Yes, in every board pack. So the DD board information, anything to add from them? The meeting was this morning, was it?
They had roughly the same, they had a lot of the same information that you've received today. They had one decision that they needed to make regarding one of the DD programs and how to pay. And, you know, we paid in alignment with what the state is doing right now. And then they had another decision to make related to that mini grant project that they've been working on for almost a year. So every month there's a little, you know, a little bit of a different purchase or a change to consider. So those were the only different things that they did today.
Okay. So we'll move to approve the minutes on pages 104 to 119. Does anybody see anything?
Tom has his hand raised.
Go ahead.
So I'm so moved the motion. So
Okay.
move to approve the motion.
Need a second?
Second.
Julian had his hand raised.
Okay. Elaine and Julian, so we got it seconded.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. So, staff reports.
Deferred.
Okay. Board to board. Go ahead, Elaine.
I attended a couple of events. The first March, I think it was on June 1st. The Community Coalition asked people to come. And so I went, I saw Tom Moore there and Kyle there. I don't know who else went. And I was kind of looking at it from a mental health perspective, thinking how healthy it was that the only people who spoke were the people who organized it. You didn't have the powers that be being asked to come up and say something. And I just thought that was very well done. It was very peaceful. It was the one in Urbana, and then later there was one in Champaign. And it, you know, people were very polite and so on. And the police had the roads blocked, the streets blocked off, and Chief Cobb walked and knelt and so on. And then I also attended a webinar put on by the Community Coalition. I know Lynn was there. I don't know who else was. And what was interesting about that was, I don't know if anybody else tuned into that, the people in power did speak. Each one of the mayors and the police chiefs of the various entities in the county and others spoke, and they said all the right things. And then the chat function just blew up with people who were angry, who wanted specific answers to specific questions, which they were not going to get because this was about everybody coming on board and endorsing being against racism and being against this and that. So that was just a very interesting, Tracy Parsons ran that, and he got criticized too, just for being seen as an establishment person in that context. So it was a very interesting thing to me, it was very interesting to observe. You could still see so much anger and frustration and in the community that was coming through on the chat function.
Okay.
So that's my report.
Thank you, Elaine. So any other reports? Oh. Thank you. Any board announcements? No announcements. Okay, we'll have to go into closed session now. Okay, this is going to be yes. So in this closed session, we're going to go from this session to another Zoom session and then come back. Please don't get lost in the process.
And you have, Kim is going to go over with you, but then she's going over to make Stephanie the host, and then she's coming back. But she's not to be part of the session. She's just going over there to make sure everyone gets there safely.
So we're leaving now, and then we're going back to the memo that Stephanie sent, which gave us another Zoom.
Yes. So do we keep this session open?
No, you come back. I'll stay here, and we'll continue recording this session, and we'll have some kind of exciting entertainment while you're gone, and then you all come back to us.
Okay. So
am I leaving though? I'm hitting leave here, right?
Okay.
Not yet. Someone needs to make a motion to enter into the closed session.
Okay.
And it's on page 3 of the agenda. So that motion has to be made and then seconded. And then I have to do a roll call. Before I leave.
Okay. So Edward, make a motion, please.
Sure.
Susan has her hand raised.
Okay, go ahead, Susan.
Okay. I move a motion to enter into closed session pursuant to 5 ILCS 12012C21 to consider the minutes of meetings lawfully closed under this act, whether for purposes of approval by the body of the minutes or semi-annual review of the minutes as mandated by section 2.06, and that the following individuals remain present: members of the Champaign County Mental Health Board and Operations and Compliance Coordinator, Stephanie Howard Gallo.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so
Mrs.
Do we need a different number to go?
Roll call.
Roll call, okay.
I need a roll call. Susan Fowler?
Yes.
Tom Moore? Tom?
He's probably muted.
Yes.
It's on mute, yeah.
Tom Moore?
Yes, yes.
Elaine Palencia?
Yes.
Kyle Patterson?
Yes.
Julian Rappaport?
Yes.
Jane Sprandel? Yes. Kathleen Worth? No, she's not here. John Paul Joachim?
Yeah.
Joe Omosagie?
Yes.
Okay, so now everybody can leave and go to the other.
What's the answer to Elaine's question?
Do we need another number, or is it the same number of this meeting? To go to chime
In Stephanie's message, there was another.
Yeah.
I don't know about any message.
From
Yeah,
Stephanie.
I don't have my phone with me, so I don't know.
Well, I can't find it anyway. I was looking for another message.
Yeah, it was an email.
Stephanie, you know what the number is?
Yesterday.
It's a secret.
Steph, do you know what the number is?
There was an email that Stephanie sent that had the Zoom link.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in that same email, there was a Zoom, a link for a second meeting.
Okay. Does anybody have that number?
I've just sent it to Elaine.
Do you know what can you tell me what
need a phone number?
Yeah, what's the number?
Okay, the phone number for the closed meeting, the Chicago number is 312-626-6799. And if you need a meeting ID, it's 978-6335-2996. And if you unfortunately need a password, I don't think you will, but it's 460-407.
Okay.
Okay.
460-407.
407.
407. Okay.
Good luck.
So,
See you again.
so we don't leave this one open. We close this one, go to the other one, and come back to this one.
Yep.
Bye.
Okay. Leaving. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again.
Joe, it looks like you're still with us.
Oh, okay. Let me, okay.
I mean, I don't know if you're also in the other group, but I thought.
I'm trying to get to the other group now.
Lynn, doesn't Joe have to log out of this meeting?
I thought I logged out already.
There
Okay.
would be down in the lower right-hand corner, a leave button. Oh, there you go.
Like you did
He's
it.
gone. He's gone. Oh. All right.
Okay, now I'm gonna, like, this is the entertainment part. We're leaving the island of Spetses in Greece.
Oh, wow.
Because
So
we're,
you were on the boat?
yeah,
Wow, cool.
that was a couple years ago. That was fun.
Mhm.
So anyway, this is fun.
Yeah, it looks like you're moving pretty fast, at
I know.
least in the video.
We might all get car sick from this. So it's interesting to have, like, gone on this journey of trying to figure out this really simple thing of how to record two meetings at once in a way that the recordings are separated. And I have access, I can't have access to that one, only this one. In the future, it's unlikely that we'd need to do it like this. So Chandra is trying to teach me how to do it if all of our meetings can be recorded on the same computer, then they can also all be hosted on the same Zoom account. And so maybe we'll need to try that, maybe not.
Mhm.
It's all new, right? So anyway, we're getting a new copier in the office tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Hey, here, let me turn my video on so you can sort of see me. No, maybe I can't do that. Well,
Everyone made it. I always do that. I get back on and get excited and I'm still muted.
I guess I can't change that since oh, there it is. See, there I am, silhouetted Mark. So.
You got in the sun and we saw you for a minute.
Yeah. Oh. Profile. Oh. Yep. So Lynn has her virtual video background going of when she was in Greece.
So this morning I tried to show the expo video and it was just making it really hard for me to hear you guys talk. So today, this afternoon, we just get, the background is thrilling. I don't have any jokes or anything like that.
I have a joke from, it's a Quinn joke.
Oh,
Where do football players get new uniforms?
That sounds like a serious question.
New Jersey.
Ah! All I could think of was like, how much do they cost? You know.
I don't know where he learned that joke. He has another one, but I can't remember it. I can't remember his other joke that was actually kind of funny.
I'll have to tell that to my brother. He lives in New Jersey.
There you go. It took a while for everybody to get over there.
What a difficult thing for just a simple, like, it should be easy to have closed meetings. I'm sorry that it was like this. And in the future,
I think you just lose your email so quickly, and then it's like, oh, where to go? And so everybody got the link again because I just resent it to everyone when 2 people were missing.
Yeah.
So
Joe was just hanging out with us for a few minutes. He just,
I just saw that he did that.
Yeah. It was nice. It's like he didn't want to leave us all in the
Yeah, he was the last one to join.
Yay.
Like, they're like, where is he?
Oh, wow. But that's good. That means other people made it. Did Tom ever make it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
He was the last one. He made it.
Okay. And Joe wasn't the last one, Tom was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Joe was,
everybody
Joe was second to last.
Well, now the trick is, will they make it back here? Because now they have to go find the first link again.
I don't know. I feel like I have that email pulled up, so maybe I should just send this again and just say, here's the link to get back to the original meeting.
Oh, if you don't mind, maybe that would be very helpful. Now this, this could be like a clue about some of the things that could be hard for people with a virtual expo.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That just going in and out of a space maybe involves like getting your information from a different device, or from your email. So, I don't know.
Everybody seemed really excited about the chance to have that movie.
The movie is super interesting. It's cool. And they're like, they were all going to come down here. I don't know if they can come down here now, but it does tie in really well with the work especially the summer youth initiatives, like where we've got people being more creative than ever oh wow.
Okay, they're back.
What? I'm going to stop the movie now.
Crazy magic trick, right?
It's great. You are making it back. Yay.
We disappeared and now we reappeared.
I'm going to stop thrilling everyone with the boat ride in Greece.
The butler did it.
Oh, the butler. Nice.
It's like Star Trek, right? We're beaming up and down, sort of.
Does it feel weird? Do you feel weird?
Yeah, my cells are all mixed up.
Yeah.
Julian, do you have a dial phone behind you?
I do.
Does it work?
I do. Well, if I plugged it into the wall, it's unplugged from the wall, but it does actually have a rotor and it goes.
Wow,
that's cool.
I know that there is a technological science to all this, but as far as I'm concerned, this is all just magic.
Yes, I'm sure there is some zeros and ones attached to this somewhere. Okay, that was.
So when everybody gets here, Joe, when everybody gets here, which I can't tell if everybody's here or not, but someone needs to make a motion to return to open session, and then I do a roll call again.
Okay.
And then you can make another motion to deal with the business that you want to.
I think you're all here.
It looks like it.
Everyone's here.
So make a motion to return to open session.
So moved.
Second. Can I?
Not really, but I mean, it's all kind of made up.
Okay. Thanks,
All right,
Scott.
I'll second it. Let's just move on here.
Okay.
All in favor? Oh, is the roll call?
Yeah, I gotta do roll call. Susan Fowler,
Here.
Tom Moore,
Here,
Elaine Palencia,
you're muted, Elaine.
Oh, where is she? There she is.
Here.
Kyle Patterson,
Here.
Julian Rappaport,
Yes?
Jane Sprandel,
Here.
John Paul Joachim,
Here.
Joe Omo Osagie.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to move each individual motion. Everybody take one.
Okay. I make a motion to approve the minutes of June 22nd, 2016. Closed
Second.
session. Open the minutes to the public and destroy the recording.
I second the motion.
Okay. Roll call again or
Voice vote.
voice vote? All in favor?
Aye.
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 I make a motion to approve the minutes of July 12th, 2016 closed session. Open the minutes to the public and destroy the recording.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Could I suggest we vote on these in omnibus
Okay.
and just list off all of the dates?
Stephanie, is that?
What?
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure we can do that. I mean, again, this is back to that lawyer. Maybe we need a different lawyer, but you can tell us to do them separately, Stephanie?
I'm sorry?
Didn't we get an attorney's advice to do these separately?
Yes.
Well, we have 5 more to go. Let's
Okay, let's go.
Do it.
Next.
Let everybody take one.
I mean, don't they charge by the hour? I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
Okay, I can't find my page 3, but I make the motion that we accept these along with the recordings, however that.
So you want to move to approve the minutes of August 15th, 2016.
Yeah,
Close
that's right.
and
Yeah.
destroy the recording.
Yeah.
Second.
And open the minutes to the public.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I
Next
make a
one.
motion to approve the minutes of the August 17th, 2016 closed session, open the minutes to the public and destroy the recordings.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I move to approve the minutes of August 18, 2016 closed session, open the minutes to the public and destroy the recording.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve the minutes of September 21st, 2016 closed session, open the minutes to the public and destroy the recording.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of November 16th, 2016 closed session, open the minutes to the public and destroy the recording.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yay.
Yay. If someone move to adjourn.
This is so good for mental health.
Move to adjourn.
You move to adjourn. Anybody second?
I second.
Okay. It's been fun having you guys, seeing you
Yeah.
all.
Oh, I bet it was, yeah.
Y'all gotta be- for real, man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
See
Have a
you
good
guys.
Okay, good night.
Yeah. See you in
night.
July.
Nay.
Take care.
Bye.
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 Bye, Stephanie. Thank you. I'm going to end the meeting now. See you
I
tomorrow.
know. Well, you're still recording, so I can't say anything to you.
Well, we'll have a staff meeting tomorrow morning. We'll be great.
Oh, yay. I love those. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, there's Chris. All right.
What? He's just connecting? Wait.
We'll end the meeting.
What, after he gets on?
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Hi, Chris.
This is the best part. You know what's the next best part is when
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Meeting's over.
Yeah, I see that now. Now that my computer decides to work.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. See you in the morning.